I'm sorry. Hello, fellow Terrarians. Assuming you bought the Nintendo Switch Edition, then assuming you're on this video, you are probably in panic. You can't load up your world. You try to go to it, it starts going, it looks fine, but then after the loading world data, it just stops. It won't load everything else, and you're wondering why. Well, I have the reason why, and a possible solution, assuming you're fast enough. So let's just let it run its course. It's going to load the world data, and then for some reason it's just going to freeze, and it's going to stop. You can hit A, but that only gets rid of that, or it only gives that. What do you do? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you why this is happening. So, if you remember the console, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 1.3, that was a mess. So, I do it to applaud Terraria for the Nintendo Switch release, as it is a lot better. However, there's one flaw that I've seen, is that item frames and training dummies, for some reason, when you place them down in your world and you save and quit, you cannot load into your world. It just breaks the world. Luckily, you can still use the character as item frames. Apparently on the character don't do anything. I wouldn't test that. I wouldn't craft them. I wouldn't have them in the inventory. I would not touch them. Just in case, until they release a patch. But for some reason, it pauses your world. Now, what do you do? There is one solution that I know of. It doesn't have a guaranteed success rate. Just because it depends on when this is happening, or how long you've had this for. So, you go to your little home button, and then you hit Options. You go to Save Cloud Data. It says I'm backed up. That's because I tried to do this before. I tried to make a previous video, but I suck at making videos. So you hit this. Now you're going to see two options. Backup save data and download save data. Now, if you notice, both of mine are at the same time. That's bad. If this happens, there's nothing you can really do. It's over. And while I do feel bad for you, as this has happened to me, I have gone on the forums and they are aware of this. So you do not have to worry. It should be out next patch. Hopefully next patch is soon. So, but what if your backup save data has a time earlier than your console save data? Now, you might be in some luck. I cannot guarantee it, as I don't know the history of your console. But assuming your backup save data is before you place the item frame or training dummy, you can revert your data. Not all of it, but to the point where you can play your world again. Now, I do it to warn you. Assuming, let's say, like, before you did the item frame, you fought the Goblin Army and you got some stuff. Assuming that is in between the backup save data and the console save data, you'll have to redo that, unfortunately. However, it's better than not being able to play a world. So now what do? Important thing is, I have auto save data backup off. If this has happened to you before, you can probably keep it on just in case you don't really want to lose a bunch of stuff. But you can keep it off. I'm keeping it off for now. I don't want anything else to get ruined. I don't think that'll be dangerous since I know the problem, but still. So what do you do? How do you revert this? Well, all you have to do is be careful, because I messed up. I hit backup save data. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's how you ruin your world, or until the patch comes out. So what you want to do is just download save data. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the part where I realize if you're backed up, you can't do any of this. You have to so I'm just going to give you the load up. So what you do, you hit download save data. It'll give you the option, do you want to do this? It'll overwrite some of your console data. You hit yes, and then this little box that says backed up, it'll start downloading. It only takes a few minutes. And then after that, you want to go back into Terraria. And then you just want to see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm sorry about it's focused. I'm sorry about the lack of focus. It's just really bad. It's my phone. I'm sorry. But go back into Terraria. I'd restart it. If you do override it, it'll ask you to restart it. Of course, I couldn't override it, so it's still on here forever. So if this doesn't work for you, I'm sorry, but we're just going to hold it out until next patch. And if it does work, I hope I've helped you. Anyways, this is Alec Duck, and so yeah, goodbye. Hope this helped.